finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Penny. And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Penny. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now Rashad Penny. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And able to get them inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They run again with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. They'll try and run it in, and he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. 7 yards, the pickup there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 8. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling, because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. One last throw here for Newton. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started, and we are underway here on EA Sports. Jameis now on first down. He finds his man Johnson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 73 yards.
And the Saints on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for James Conner. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Here's Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, They were more than prepared for that one.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there of 22. Now Winston. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameis Winston. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Conner. And shedding through the tackle. They find some open field here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Murray. Buying time to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Murray a give. This is Conner. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Murray to Moore, 1st down, Arizona. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Murray. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Winston. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. Fourth down, Winston. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. To the air again with Winston. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun. Winston sliding out of the pocket. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The kick by Marr is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination, but they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, it's Murray. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Dancing to his left. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's across across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray being chased out left. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from, so field position becomes a factor. I think in this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air, maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Final play of the half here. Winston steps away to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray going to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Rams.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12.
And the Rams are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Stafford. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
No question that one stings a little extra because he had that 1st down. It would have been a 4th down conversion.
Love the effort. Love the maneuverability. Don't like the fact that he didn't bring the ball with him. And now it's going to go in the other direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Hurts. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 36. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Second and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Von Miller picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looking here for Smith downfield. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off around the 41. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws.
Touchdown, Rams!
Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got some space here.